Okay, welcome all of you. So today we have seen our whatever the part number second, that is unit fifth of ISW. Okay, and previous part we have to seen about the guideline for selecting MR. Okay, so what is MARR? So we can say that minimum attractive rate of return. Okay, so we can say that that is a risky operation. Okay, whenever for selecting a minimum attractive rate of return. Okay, so this is the example we have to see in. This is the example of the MARR. Okay, minimum attractive rate of return. Okay, so here is the two website. Okay, US tertiary bills. So we can say that it is a very safe. Okay, and Amazon.com, that is a very risky. So these are the three domains: risk free real return, inflation, and risk of premium. Okay, so uh, this is uh, this is the example of US tertiary bill, and we can say that at the real return, that is the 2%, inflation, that is the 4%, risk premium, that is 0%. So we can say that the total expected return, that is the 6% only. Okay, but uh, but in the second example, that is the Amazon.com. Okay, we can see here real return, whatever 2% inflation, whatever 4% and risk premium, that is the 20%. So we can see here is the 20%, but above example US treasury bill, there is no risk premium. Okay, but in Amazon.com here is 20% risk premium. So we can see that our expected return is the 26%. So as per the experience, or as per the counting this particular percentage, we can say that the expected return means the risky return. Risky return whenever we have to invest money in our project, that is Amazon.com. So we can say that we have required the expected return that is more than US tertiary bill. Okay, that is the we can say that minimum attractive rate of the return. Okay, so this is the guideline to selecting the minimum attractive rate of the return. Okay, then we move toward our another topic, that is the meaning of net present rate. Okay, so here is what they say that in meaning of net present worth, that is in present worth analysis. So we can say that we assume that all the funds in the firm tertiary can place in investment that feel a return equal to the MARR. Okay, that is minimum attractive rate of return. So we can say that whenever we have to invest. Okay, whenever we have to invest any money, so we have to require to return it now as per the MARR, that is as per the guideline of the minimum attractive rate of the return. Okay, so if fund is invested pool or investment pool also. Okay, so alternatively, if no fund are available for investment, so we assume that firm can borrow them MMR from the capital market. Okay, so what they say, we can say that whenever any no fund we have to require, okay, that time we have to only the borrow amount as per the MARR, that is minimum attractive rate of the return, also from the capital of the market. So here is the two concept, that is the investment pool concept and the fund borrowed fund concept. Okay, so in investment pool concept, so what they say in investment pool is the equal, okay, to the firm tertiary. Okay, then we can say that it is where all the fund transactions are administered and managed. Okay, so all the funds, okay, all the funds have the managed. The firm may withdraw fund from the investment pool for the other investment purpose. Okay, so here is only the transaction and administered and managed. Okay, so all the transactions from the administration, okay, and manage well also, okay, from the management. So this is the concept, okay, which concept? Investment pool concept also, okay. So another way they say that, but if the fund in left in the pool, the fund will earn interest at the MMR. So they say that whenever we have to invest any fund, that time we have to require the earning of money as per the minimum attractive rate of the return also, okay. Then another one, this is the example, okay. This is the example, that is the investment pool concept. So this is one of the company, they say that 1.8 million in project and cash flow is the whatever is shown in here. So this is the investment, okay. How many investment? 1.8 million, okay. So you can say that 18 lakh rupees. So this is the investment. So the at the end of the first period or the first year, so we can say that we have to earn only the for whatever the 4,54,000 rupees, okay, whatever in dollar or yes, that is in dollar or rupees also. Here is the no mention, okay. Here is dollar, but here is the no mention, okay. So another one, okay, another year also they can say that we have to earn from that project rupees 6,81,000, okay. Then second you can say that 9,08,000, 9,08,000. So that is the constant amount, okay. That is the constant amount. At the 7 year you can earn from the 12,68,000 rupees. So this is the cash flow. You can say that as per the investment, okay. As per the investment. So this is the period and this is the cash flow, okay. This is the cash flow. So here is another what, investment pool concept, okay. So this is the example, okay. So we can also be calculated it, it's happen or not, okay. So here is how many how the value of the future, okay. So this is the future worth factor now. So this is the 1.8 million, okay. So this is 1.8 million, okay. So we can also be calculated it uh, 1.15, okay. So how you can be calculated? So only the calculator you have to calculate the 1 point whatever 1 plus n raised to uh, 1 plus whatever the I raised to n, okay. So this is the formula. So we can calculate the future value, okay. We can calculate the future value. So that is f is equal to p into n 1 plus I raised to n, okay. I raised to n. So we can calculate it the future value. So this is the, you can say that, okay, into 1.15, okay, into 1, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. So we can calculate it the future value, okay, from the formula. Here is f is equal to, okay, here is f is equal to p into, okay, p into in bracket 1 plus I and raised to n, okay. So what is the value of n? That is 7. What is the value of I? That is the 1.15, 0.15 and 1. So you can calculate this dollar value. Okay, so this is the future value. You can calculate it by using the formula. Okay, by using the formula. Okay, then another one. Okay, what they say, if company decided to invest in the project with the specified cash flow. Okay, specified means as per the uh, future present worth analysis. Okay, so they can say that since the fund return investment would earn interest rate as per the 15%, and uh, what they can say that here the 15%, what is the value of I, that is the 15%. Okay, and what is the value of P, that is 1.8 million. Okay, so we can calculate the future value. Okay, then here is also the investment pool concept. Okay, that is the 4.5 uh, million. Okay, as per the, here is the also be calculated the present worth factor. Okay, present worth analysis, so you can calculate it here. Okay, so here is also you have to use the formula, f is equal to p in bracket 1 plus I raised to n. Okay, so what is the value of p, that is um, 4,54,000. Okay, 4,54,000. What is the value of I, that is 15%, and what is the value of n, that is 6. So you can calculate this value by using the formula, f is equal to p in bracket 1 plus I raised to n. Okay, so here is also be the same. You can calculate it the you can use the same formula to calculate your future value. Okay, then another one, here is the additional cash analysis. Okay, so additional cash accumulation. So how you can calculate the additional cash? So here is the uh, end of the 7 year by investing the project. Okay, so here is whatever the total can getting, how many, or you can earning. Okay, you can earning from that project, that is uh, 89 lakh 1,946. Okay, and investment, how many invested to you, that is 47 lakh 88,036. Okay, so you can calculate your additional cash accumulation. Okay, additional cash accumulation by using the that is the as per the end of the 7 year, how many you can be earned up and how many you have to invest it in year. Okay, so another one, here is the meaning of the net present worth. Okay, so that is the investment pool concept. Okay, here is also how much would have if invested is made. Okay, so here is the n is equal to 3. Okay, n is equal to 3. So this is the, you can say that present value, and you have to calculate your future value. Okay, how many you have to in earning from that project. Okay, so here is 24,400. Okay, here is also be you use the same formula. Okay, that is f is equal to p in bracket 1 plus I raised to n. So you have to put this value, p is equal to 24,400. Okay, I is equal to 15 percent, that is 0.15, and n is equal to 2. So whenever you have to put that value, in the formula f is equal to p in bracket 1 plus I raised to n, that time you have to getting that answer. Okay, you have to getting that answer. So you can also be verified it by using the formula, that is pf is equal to p in bracket 1 plus I raised to n. Okay, so here is also be you calculate this value also be the same formula, and this value also be the same formula, and at the end of the 3 year you can be calculated your total amount. Okay, your total amount. So how many would you have if the invested was not made? So you can be calculate. Okay, you can be calculate, that is the 75,000. So that is the value of p, and you have to require calculated your future value. Again the investment. Okay, so you can say that your total gain. Okay, your total gain. So you can say that your uh, actual gain minus whatever your investment. So you can say that whatever you have to gain from your project also. Okay, so your investment is 1 lakh 9 whatever the 1,14,066, whatever your investment is the your investment is 1,14,066. Okay, and your net gain. Okay, whatever your net, whatever your gain. So you can say that that is 1,19,470, and net gain you can be calculate minus your investment, and so you can getting 5,404. Okay, so this is the present worth analysis. You can be calculated by using the formula. Okay, another one, capitalize the equivalent method. Okay, so here is the capitalized equivalent method. So what is capitalized equivalent method? So what they say that let's consider the life of proposed project. Okay, that is the perpetual of the planning is horizon is extremely longer, that is the 50 years. So this is the longest value of the project, that is the 50 year. 50 year means the so many long. Okay, so this process of computing the present worth for the infinite series of the referred as the capitalization of the project, because here is the 15 years. Okay, the lifespan of the project is the 15 years. So we can say that that is the planning is the very long planning or extremely long planning. Okay, so we can say that in this particular capitalized equivalent method. Okay, but whatever in first concept. Okay, what is investment pool concept? Okay, so here is the only the short period, but in the capitalized equivalent method, so here is the long much period. Okay, so the cost is known as the capitalized cost. Okay, so whatever the cost is also be called as the capitalized cost, and the capital cost is represent the amount of the money that must be invested today in order to yield a certain return at the end of each and every year also. Okay, so this is the capitalized equivalent method, because here is the longest period. Okay, so capitalized. So this is the principle. So present worth for the project with the annual receipt, that is over infinite services. Okay, so here is you can see that here is the dash. So you can say that this service is the infinite service, that is capitalized equivalent work. Okay, so this is the equation. Okay, here is the infinity now. Here is the infinity. So you can be getting what is the capitalized equivalent. So you can say that that is the infinity. Okay, so infinite service of the life also. Okay, then this is the actual formula. Okay, n here is the n is not limited. Okay, so you can say that n is equal to the infinity. Okay, n is equal to infinity. So here is the example. Okay, here is the example. So they can say that how the actually capitalized equivalent method has been worked. Okay, so they give the example of the engineering school. Okay, and engineering school has just completed a new engineering complex worth. Okay, so this is not a complex, so you can say that this is the campus. Okay, campus of the engineering college. So they can say that the investment is the 50 million. Okay, another one is a camping targeting alumni is planned to raise a fund for the future maintenance cost, which estimated at the 2 million per year also. Okay, so this is the in estimated cost. Okay, so that is the in whatever you can say that funding from the alumni. Okay, alumni. So they can say that. At the time of the starting, okay, they invest the 50 million. Okay, but the campaigning targeting of the alumni, they can give to the campus 2 million per year also. Okay, so any unforeseen cost have 2 million per year, so that is obtained by the rising tuition also. Okay, so assuming the school is create trust fund that is 8% interest per annual. Okay, so this is the example. We can say that here is the because here is the engineering school, so there is the no limit. Now, how is the how many long the project will whatever the start, so they can say that it is the no any limit. So we can say that that is the infinity. The value of n is equal to infinity. Okay. Then another one is the method to compare the mutually exclusive alternative. So what is the mutually exclusive? So we can say that when the alternatives are the mutually exclusive, any one of them will fulfill at the same need, and the selection of the one alternative implies that other will be executed. Okay, then another one, this is the example whatever the mutually exclusive alternative. So they say that buying versus leasing a car. Okay, so what is the buying and what is the leasing? Okay, so we can say that whenever this is the two factors. Okay, that is the two factor, that is one is the buying, another one is the leasing a car. Okay, so this is the example of the mutually exclusive. Okay, yes. Okay. So another one is the we use the term project, that is the alternative interchangeably to the mean of the decision object. Okay. But here is the two concept, that is one is the buying. Okay. One is the buying and second was the leasing a car. Okay. So we have to require to take the decision about what is the option is better for us. Okay. Buying is better or the leasing is better. Okay, so leasing means the whatever we can say in Marathi, that is bhade. Okay, bhadene घेणे. Okay, that is the leasing a car. Okay, so one of the fundamental principle is compare mutually exclusive alternatives. So that are the compare. Okay, compare. So comparison between the two options. Okay, comparison between the two options. That is the buying a car is profitable or the leasing a car is profitable to us. Okay, so we can say that at that time, which option is better for us to fill, fulfill a same need. Okay, to fulfill a same need, because the we have required to whatever the to attain the destination. Okay, so we have required the car, but we have the two options. What one is the buying a new car, another one is the leasing a car. Okay, so as per the mutually exclusive alternatives, so these are the two alternatives. So we have required the taking the decision from the two options. Okay, another one is the so doing nothing is the decision of it. Okay, so this is the part of the mutually exclusive alternatives. Okay, so another one is the investment project fulfill. Okay, investment project fulfill. So what they say, uh, the project is aimed replacing or improving existing asset or the system. Okay, so it is the new endeavor. So they can say that doing nothing or this decision option. So this is the investment project fall within a two types. Okay, so this is the investment. Okay, investment. So they can say that only replacing some part. Okay, only replacing some part from the missing. Okay, and another one is the another one is the what we can say that a new. Okay, so all the system is whatever taking the new system. Okay, taking the new system. So this is the two, we can say that this is the two type to investment in the project also. Okay, so if the process or the system is already placed, accomplished, or business objective is adequate. Okay, then we must determine which, if any, new proposal are economical replacement. Okay, so we can say that whenever it is already established. Okay, so we have required the only the as per the education part, we have to require only replacing the some part. Okay, so we can say that this is the replacing of the existing asset also. And another, if the none are the feasible, then we do nothing. Okay, so we can say that if this is not physically there, this particular system, so we have required to take the new indoor also. Okay, so this is the two part. Okay, so another one is the service project versus revenue project. Okay, so what is service project? Okay, so we can also be the seen about it, what is the service project and what is the revenue project also. Okay, so, service project. Okay, firstly we say that service project. Uh, Service project are generate revenue. Okay, what they can say that service project generates revenue. Okay, so do not depend on the choice of the project. Okay, so the service projects are the not depend on the any project, but must produce the same amount or the same output of the revenue also. So they can say that it is the not depend on the choice of the project. Okay, not depend on the choice of the project. They have to taking the output as the same. Okay, output as the same as per the revenue. Okay, then we such situation we certainly want to choose the alternative with the least input. Okay, another one is the electricity generation plant, combustion turbine plant, or fuel cell power plant also. Okay, so what is the revenue? Revenue means the any whatever the as per the revenue department. Okay, so you can getting the your certificate like your caste certificate, whatever your income certificate, your non-criminal certificate. Okay, so these are the revenue department. Okay, and what is the service? Service means the whenever you have to going the physically. Okay, actual going the physically and um, take the document to the verified officer, okay, from the verified officer signature. So this is the service and this is the service project and this is the revenue project also, okay. Then so another one is that they say that the revenue project uh, the revenue depend on the choice of the alternatives, okay. So revenue projects are the choice of the alternative. So in this project we are not limiting amount of the input or the amount of the output of the project will be generated, okay, because there are the online system. So you can get the put the unlimited amount of the input or getting the unlimited amount of the output also, okay. Another one is we want to select the project with the largest net gain, okay, that is the output minus input whatever. So we can say that that is the largest gain. So in this particular case we can be say that if we were to use the that is the present worth criterion, we will be select the model that the promise to bring in the largest net present worth, okay. So this is also be one of the factor, okay. Another one is the analysis period differ from the project live, okay. So this is the analysis period from the, so this is the another part of the mutually exclusive alternative, okay. So, what we can say that often the project live do not match the required analysis period, okay, because there are the live project na, there are the live project, so do not match each other, okay, do not match each other because they are live project worker, whatever the label, or whatever the work on the live project. Okay. So from the example, two machines may perform exactly the same function. Okay. But one lasts longer than the other, and the both them last longer than the analysis period also. Okay. So they can say that here is the two machines, okay, here is the two machines and they say that the two machines are do the same work, okay, or to do the same function. So what they can say that but one is the longer than the other, okay, one is the longer than the other, one machine is work or the functionality of the one machine is the so longer than the other, and the another one, okay, another one that is the only the analysis period, okay. So we can say that the both them last longer than the analysis period also. Another one is the salvage value. So what is the salvage value? So this is the amount of the money for which equipment could be sold after the services to the project has been rendered or dollar measured its remaining usefulness, okay. So what they say, so this is the amount, okay, this is the amount of the money. So, which is the equipment could be sold. Okay, whenever we have to getting this money. So, after the service to the project has been rendered. Okay, or the dollar measure. So, you can say that this is the salvage value. Okay. Then the another one is the annual equivalence analysis. Annual means the at the time of the 1 year, 2 years. So this is the annually na. This is the annually pattern. Our engineering semester is the semester pattern, but here is the annual pattern. So we can say that annual equivalence analysis. So first one is the annual equivalent criterion, and another one is the applying annual work analysis, okay. So this is the two part. So first one is the what is the annual equivalent work analysis, okay. So this is the definition. We can say that the annual equivalent work, that is AE criterion, provide a basis for the measuring investment work by the determine the equal payment on the annual basis, okay. One of the best example is the package. Okay, you have to salary in package. So you can say that I have to getting a 4.5 lakh rupees package. So this is the annually equivalent work criterion. Na? That is the, so we can say that this is the calculation on the basis of the annual, okay, or the calculation is the annual payment. Okay. Another one, the lump sum amount can be converted into the series of the equal annual payment. Okay. So here is if you are getting the payment that is the 2.4 lakh. Okay, 2.4 lakh. So you can say that I have whatever the 20,000 rupees. Okay, so that is the 20,000 rupees, that is your salary. Okay, that is your salary. So you have getting 20,000 per year. Okay, for that particular annual. Okay, for that particular annual. So this is the factor. Okay, so the present work, that is into AP into this is the I and the N. So this is the formula we have to use to evaluate the investment worth of the project also. Okay, so you can be getting, so this is your present value, that is the 20. Okay, so this that is the 20,000 and the this is the factor. Okay, so whatever you have to this particular then rate and the yen. Okay, so you can be getting your salary amount. Okay, so here is the equivalent annual work. Okay, so here is you can see here. Here is the PW. Whatever your present worth rate, that is the 50%. Okay, and from that particular 50%, you can get 6.964. Okay, 6.996. Okay, here is the basic. Whatever your basic 15. Okay, then whatever the end of the 15, you can getting the 1.3. 3.5 at the end of the 2 year, you can get the 5 at the end of the 3 year, you can get the 9, you can get whatever the 4, you can get the 12. Okay, so this is the equivalence. Okay, this is the equivalence. So this is the formula. Okay, A, that is the 15%, and this is your value of A. Okay, this is your value of A, that is 6.946. Okay, this is your salary. AP divided by 1.5%. This is the number of the, so this is the N is equal to 6. So you can see that this is the 6 year. Okay, this is the 6 year. This is the annual amount. So you can calculate your annual equivalent. Okay, annual equivalent. So return the another topic, that is the equivalent single project. Okay, so what is this actual concept? So you can say that here is the accept or the reject. Okay, here is accept or the reject from the revenue project is as the follows. So here is the A. Whenever it is greater than 0, so you can say that this is the accept for the investment. Then A is equal to 0. So you can say that is remain indifferent in the investment. So you can say that this is the holding project. Okay. Another one, A is less than 0. So you can say that this is the reject the investment also. Okay. So this is the actual value. Okay. So evaluating the single project. Then another one, comparing the multiple alternatives. Okay, so why we have required the comparing the multiple alternatives? Because we have required the taking the uh, right decision. Okay, to choose the actual or to choosing the actual amount. Okay, so this is the actual value. Then so here is what they say, benefit of AE analysis. Okay. So what is annual equivalence analysis? So which are the benefits? Okay. So first one is the when the life cycle cost analysis is the design. Okay, so here is the number of the analysis. Okay, so they can say that in the real world, a number of the situation can be occurs in the AE analysis. Okay, so this is, you can say that we have required the that is whenever you have to job in IT company, then you can say that we have getting that amount of the package. Okay, that amount of the package, so you can say that this is also be the one of the benefit. Okay, then another one is the when the life cycle cost analysis is desired. Okay, so what they say, whatever the analysis cost, whatever the life cycle cost analysis is desired, so a life cycle cost analysis is useful when the project alternatives fulfill the same performance. Okay, so what they say, whenever the any team, okay, any team perform the same performance but differ with the respect to the initial and the operating cost. Okay, so whatever they say that your package is annually 4.5, so that time you have to require the invest, you can say that 4.5. So whenever you have to getting the money, so you have only the 4.5 as per that particular annually. Okay, so this is the uh, useful whenever the life cycle cost is the desired. Okay, another one is when there is the need to determine the unit cost or the profit also. Okay, so why it is useful, because whenever your project, whatever the uh, management invest some money in your project, so they have to uh, simply analysis. Okay, they are not complex in the form of the analysis how many invest. Okay, how many invest in that particular project as per the annually. Okay, as per the annually, so they have not whatever the calculation of the monthly, whatever the monthly salary into the 12, and whatever you have to invest in that particular project. Okay, but they have to only the take the some value, annual value. Okay, and calculated it whatever our investment and whatever our profit also. Okay, so this is the second. Another one is when the project live are the unequivalent. Okay, so this is the comparison of the project. So why the AE analysis is important, because whenever the unequal service life, okay, unequal service life, so they can say that that time we have required the AE analysis. Okay, then another one is the when only costs are involved in the AE method, so we can say that that is the annual equivalent cost method. Okay, only costs are the involved. Okay, only the cost. That time we can say that that is the annual equivalent cost method. Okay, so this is the example. You can say that annual equivalent cost. This is the capital cost and the operating cost also. Okay, another one is the revenue must overing the two kind of the cost. Here is the operating cost and the capital cost also. Okay, so this is the example of the A. So what is the operating cost? Okay, what is the operating cost? So this is the operation of the physical plant or the equipment needed to provide the services also. Okay, so how many number of the team or the how many employees are the operating that particular services, so we can say that that is the cost. Okay, and the capital recovery cost, that is the ownership cost, so they can say that are the incurred by the purchasing asset to be used the production and the services also. Okay, so this is the capital cost, so you have to capitalize the whatever the investment, whatever your service cost, and whatever the adding the number of the services, you can be calculated the capital recovery cost also. Okay, so this is the example. Then another one is capital ownership. Okay, so what is the capital ownership cost? Okay, so this is the definition of the capital ownership cost. Okay, so definition. What is the definition? The owning equipment is associated with the true transactions. Okay. So the first one is the initial cost and another one is the salvage cost. Okay. So this is the owning equivalent associated with the two transactions. Okay. So as per the first is the initial. Okay. First is the initial and whatever the salvage value, that is the you have whatever you have to gain from that project, so you can say that this is the savage value. Okay, another one is the capital cost. Okay, so what is the capital cost? So taking this item into the account and calculated the capital cost as. Okay, so this is the capital cost. Okay, I minus, yes, okay, I minus initial cost minus savage value, so you can be calculated your capital cost. So that are the some example here you can be compare. Okay, so this is the compact car, mid-size car, sport car. Okay, so these are the values. So price after the 3 years asking price. Okay, so this is the uh, whatever the asking price, asking, and whatever the price after the 3 year also. Okay, then another one is the calculation for the mini copper. Okay, so what is the copper? So you can be say that. So this is the calculation. Okay, what this is the calculations here. Okay, this is the calculations here. So this is the I value of I is equal to $9,800. N is equal to 3 year and S is equal to, this is the initial value. This is the savage value. This is the in 3 years. Okay, and I is equal to 6%, so only you can put this value into the formula and you can be get this actual value. Okay, so I is equal to 6%, so this is the initial value. Okay, this is the initial value minus 7 value. This is the factor AP, whatever the 6%, 3 years, so you can getting this particular answer. Okay, so this is the simple example. Okay, this is also be the another example to find out the uh, whatever the share. Okay, so this is the copper mini copper. Okay, calculation of mini corporate or capital cost also. Okay, so another one is the uh, unit cost. Okay, so unit cost calculation. So how to calculate the unit cost? So here is the to obtain the unit cost we have to process as the follow. Okay, so first process is to determine the number of the unit to be produces. Okay, so how many number of the units? So this is the your first process. Okay, so you have to require to calculate the how many number of the unit or the services each year over the life of the asset also. Another one is the second one, what is the identify the cash flow service associated with the production of the service over a life of the asset also. Okay, so this is the second one. We have to only the identify the cash of the flow. Okay, only the identify the cash flow. Another one is to calculate the present worth of the project cash flow series. Okay, so from the given interest rate, you have to require to calculate the present worth flow as per the annual worth also. Okay, and the last one, that is to divide the equivalent annual worth by the number of the unit to produce the services during the year. Okay, so here is the actual whatever you have to get it. Okay, so this is the you can this is the operating per year. So this is the first value, that is the $75,000. So you can say that this is the initial value, that is the savage value, that is the 55,760. Then the year whatever the, at the first year in, that is the 24,400, 27,340 also. Okay, so this is the operating house per year also. Okay, so this is the actual example. You can saving by using the solving. This is the saving per machine per hour. So this is the dollar price. Okay, so this is the particular one dollar 0.78 per hour also. Okay, so you can be calculated by using that particular formula. Okay, so we have to complete our unit number 5 here. Okay, thank you.